What's going on, guys? This is Ben along with
Luis,
and Luis is the man behind the camera in case you guys didn't know.
Oh, they know by now. They know by now.
So there's a video that I came across while scrolling a couple of nights back. Luis hasn't seen it. It's in regard to steroid use. Anyone who has been in the gym for a while has encountered conversations regarding this topic. I'm sure that it pops up on your timeline, your social media. So we're going to take a look at this young man's encounter with steroids and how it affected him, and then we're just going to give our commentary.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi.
I saw Twilight. There was one specific scene where Jacob, Taylor Lautner, pulled up like kind of by Bella's house. He had his shirt off. The way like she clinged onto him, went into his arms. I was like,
real quick, guys, I'll be stopping the video from here and there to make sure I don't get hit with any copyright strikes. But off topic real quick, when I first saw Twilight New Moon, I thought that Jacob looked big as shit. Or I was super impressed. But now that I look back,
I've never seen it.
he's not really that big, but good physique. Let's continue.
that's exactly what I want. I need that body.
I make you nervous.
I swore to myself that I would get abs that summer. And I did get them.
Is that the guy that had the problem with the roids? The guy that we just saw?
Who, Taylor?
No, the guy who was getting interviewed.
Well, there's a lot of guys that have problems.
Diego
This guy.
Mercado's 23 and
Is this
lives
guy
in
the
the
guy?
Bronx.
I can sense how I make you feel.
After that pivotal Twilight screening, Diego signed up for his first gym at 15. A year later, he leveled up to Star Fitness. That's a bodybuilder's gym.
When I first started working at Star Fitness, oh my God, it was like going from hero to zero. I was like, holy freaking crap, do I even belong here? After spending, I want to say maybe like 6 months to a year at Star Fitness, I was very disappointed with my progress. So from the research I had done, I learned that the most significant thing that impacted muscle mass was testosterone. But I was like, you know what, like let me go get my testosterone levels checked. When I was 17 years old, and I found out that
Motherfucker got his testosterone level. Why did I say it like that? Motherfucker got his test levels checked at 17, dog. 17? Brazy.
But to keep it real, guys, this is super regular now in regards to the gym. I'm super surprised that when I am speaking to prospective clients that are under the age of 20, and I'm like, okay, guys, like just be transparent with me. Are you taking any performance enhancing supplements? I like to say supplements, right?
When really you're talking about SARM goblins.
You know, any medication, and they'll say, oh, you know, nothing too crazy, you know, just the basic stuff, you know, just some tests, you know. So
Some D-ball.
no, they are usually just doing the test, but that's super common, right? Back in my day, we wouldn't even think about it.
That's well, you know what? I have seen like studies that apparently people's or men's testosterone levels have been dropping like a steady rate for like the past how many years?
But do you think that's just because us as a country we're becoming more sedentary?
Well, they attribute it to various things, right? Diet, exercise,
Yeah.
how we live like a very, not very physical life. Also, even stuff that is in your clothes, because apparently there's stuff like that they put in detergents or stuff that gets in your like certain stuff that they put in clothes that like
Detergent?
that can affect like test levels and stuff like that. I don't know.
You're not a doctor.
I'm not that guy, but
You're just going.
apparently there's like like all kinds of stuff that goes in your food. It's,
Of course.
So yeah, but let's check out this.
at that time I had the testosterone of like a 40-plus-year-old man. The doctor did offer to give me like testosterone replacement therapy. He offered to help me out, but I figured that I would instead take it in my own hands. I felt like I knew enough.
That's when Diego says he started using anabolic steroids, both the injectable and oral kinds.
The first time I got them, I was 18.
Wait. What confuses me about this is that he said he had the testosterone of a 40-year-old man. Now, while that could be true, he said instead of doing TRT prescribed from a doctor, he was going to take it into his own hands.
Which makes me think that his testosterone is probably normal.
It was that makes me question the validity of the 40-year-old testosterone level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he just wanted to do the steroids.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, who knows?
It was extremely scary in the beginning, but I don't know,
I
I
got
felt
jacked.
like Superman. It was like literally every time I walked into the gym, I could lift heavier weight. Like it would sometimes be to the point where just grabbing and holding the dumbbells themselves would like pump my forearms up. I was gaining like 1 to 3 pounds every single week. And like I was lean, I was like losing fat and building muscle at the same time.
This is what you have to do, like this.
The most common reasons for people to seek out steroid use are almost exclusively appearance-based.
Dr. Tom Hildebrandt's a psychiatry professor at Mount Sinai and runs the Eating and Weight Disorders program.
Steroids have been around since World War I. They were used primarily for performance. And then late 70s, early 80s, you saw an explosion of popularity. Arnold Schwarzenegger came out as Mr. Olympia and moved from kind of this tiny bodybuilding subculture into completely mainstream popularity.
Steroids are taken 8 or 9, 10 weeks before competition. It's not a healthy thing to do, but it's been used.
Did you take them?
I took them, yeah, up until the competition.
There was this clear information out there that to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have to use anabolic steroids. Hypermasculine Arnold Schwarzenegger-like look to a whole bunch of different ones, from underwear models like Marky Mark to even runway models. You could really kind of create any type of body that you desire.
Nice.
Twilight was what kicked off the incentive to want to build an extremely aesthetic, lean, well-rounded physique. After that, I guess I would say things like Marvel, like seeing Captain America, when that guy comes out of that machine and he's like jacked as hell, you're like, yo. Social media has had a massive impact on my fitness pursuits in general. You see like the most jacked people on the planet. You see the Zac Efrons, you see the Marvel characters.
And experts say social media's just made it easier for anyone to purchase anabolic steroids.
So for, a couple $100, maybe $1,000, you can have 10 or 15 pounds more muscle. If you think about what plastic surgery...
Bro, shut up, bro. Steroids are expensive, dog.
Oh yeah, there.
Steroids are expensive, bro. You know how much 10 to 15 pounds of muscle... Well, you know how much 10 to 15 pounds of muscle is, but I don't think these people understand how much 10 to 15 pounds of muscle is, bro. In the words of the late, great Rich Piana, you will run out of fucking money before you take enough steroids to, like, really mess you up. But obviously, this video is kind of going against that whole idea, but... but man, dude, that...
costs as a comparative, it's a no-brainer, right?
It was an expensive vice. The first year, nothing bad happened. Like I was only getting significantly stronger. I was gaining muscle. Like I felt good. My confidence skyrocketed through the roof. Like better than it had ever been. My relationships improved. Everything did. I thought I was like, damn, bro. Like if Jacob were to stand next to me, I'd make him look like crap.
I don't know about that.
But that changed one night in July 2019 when Diego went out with his friends after work.
This is the result of trend and cardio.
Maybe 9 months to a year into it, I would wake up and like my bed would be in like a pool of sweat.
All right, so I immediately am wondering. So they were saying that this is a year in, right? So you're ready to take a trend, bro.
Well, hold on. My question is, did he never cycle off? Did he just stay taking that shit? Well, because TRT, you can do TRT at like lower doses for long periods of time, apparently. I don't know. I'm not in the game like that, obviously. But from what I've seen is apparently you can take TRT at a lower dose for an extended period of time And then like if you want to really hit the roids hard, you do it for a shorter amount of time because you want to fuck your shit up, right? But I don't know, man. That's crazy. If he took it straight for a year, like, was he just taking tests at this point?
At this point, so this is going to be like a year in. I believe that's what he said. So if I'm not mistaken, he started probably what most people will start with, and that's going to be test. Right, so he started off with tests. He probably saw the results of the test. He was getting probably significantly stronger. His recovery time was probably like cut in half. So
But
he's like, let's keep the ball rolling.
But did he? What? But did he only do tests for a year?
No. Like, because he said trend.
Because I feel like. Well, he's saying like after a year. Well, I don't know. Maybe I heard it wrong.
What's up?
Maybe I heard it wrong. I don't know. Because I thought he didn't start trend until he was a year in.
No, it didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's crazy though, bro. To take trend at all, a year or not, bro. Have you read these stories on trend? It's crazy to take trend at all, man.
Bro, okay, let's continue.
From the night sweats and then minor acne. I was experiencing some side effects that I had already had, like the heating up, just little stuff that didn't really bother me. And I was like, okay, I'm used to this by now. And when I was at the bar, I knew that I wasn't supposed to be drinking because of the excess strain that it would have on my liver. I was like, screw it. And I had the drink or two, but I very distinctly remember my body was heating up again, but it was different to how it was in the past. I was like, yo, this is way too much. Like, I was getting a massive migraine. Things were like shaky for me. I was like, yo, this is not what I'm normally used to experiencing side effects wise. I'm like, some shit is horribly wrong. I need to go. When I got home that night, I was super sweaty. Kind of ish halfway made it through the night. Woke up in the morning, could like barely move. I was like, yo, I need to get to the hospital immediately. They ran through the several blood tests and was like, yo, this is what's wrong with you. Your hemoglobin's through the roof. As a result of taking steroids, your red blood cell count increases, which means more blood flow, so more pressure on your arteries and important organs like your heart, liver, all that good stuff. That was serious.
Hemoglobin was through the roof.
Encouraged me to never use it again. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like because it does something to you mentally. You know, it makes you feel like you're invincible. I never committed myself to a full cycle because I think there was like that subconscious fear that was lingering.
Lies.
What the fuck? What? Hold on. What is a full cycle? Like a stack? Like taking multiple things together?
Yeah.
So is he saying he only took steroid or he only took test?
Full of shit. Like,
wait, but didn't he say he took trend?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. It was the trend that messed him up, bro. It wasn't the test. Feel free to take your test.
You know, like, I am hearing conflicting.
Yeah. The math ain't mathin', bro. The math ain't mathin'.
You know, like his story doesn't make any sense. You know, like it's a lot of inconsistencies.
So basically, he got a headache. He got real hot. He went to the ER and they were like, yo, your hemoglobin is way too high. He sounds like more plates, more dates, talking about hemoglobin.
So here's my analysis. I think that, so right now he just stated that he didn't commit to a full cycle. I claim cap BS. I'm going to say that most likely he was just taking all types of shit. Okay. He probably didn't consult his neighborhood trend expert. Right?
He didn't consult the Reddit threads.
Exactly.
Man.
And that's why he's fucked up.
Because what did he say? He was like 20 years old when he started?
I think so.
You think a 20-year-old who takes some tests
17
gets super big?
He was 17.
Well, yeah, because if you're that young, you take a little bit of test, you get super big, you're gonna want to try other shit. Because you're gonna want to see what else it could do for you.
Bro, I wonder how...
I'm 29 and I'm like, bro, can I speed up this process by taking it? But then I'm like, nah, because it's gonna mess something up. Rather not. I don't even touch the SARMs or nothing. But yeah.
In the back of my head, if you commit to this, you're gonna commit to the end of your life. So I messed with it for a few months after, but I would say no more than a year and a half after that it was cut off completely. It's going from Superman to Clark Kent.
This looks like a job for super.
So here we got funk, press generate and see what we got. Too good, too good. Sorry, like sometimes when
mentally what it does to you, oh my god, I could write an entire book about it, because it like springs you into a depression, anxiety, like loss of like meaning for life. So what was killing me is no matter how much I was hitting the gym or like how diligently I was trying to track my food or whatever it was, I was not making progress anymore. I was losing muscle mass. It eats away like at my ability to interact with other people, my ability to have confidence, to have conversations, to maintain relationships, everything.
Do I believe steroids are being used by Major League Baseball players? Yes.
I think all of those things came from the trend, bro.
What?
That don't sound like just some regular test side effects, bro. That sounds like some trend stuff. You been on the trend Reddit threads lately? Crazy stuff in there, bro.
Never
use
steroids.
Have you?
Huh?
Have you?
Have
you been on the trend Reddit threads?
Nah, I was watching some More Plates, More Dates videos, and he would go through the Reddit threads and read stories from the Reddit threads. That's why.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's some crazy videos, bro. Crazy videos. Go check them out, bro. More Plates, More Dates, bro. Okay. More Plates, More Dates trend on the YouTube search bar. You'll find some crazy stuff.
Steroids. Period.
2-2.
Asking me or any other player.
Bro, Mark McGuire and Sammy and Barry Bonds, they were killing the game, bro.
Yeah.
Early juice, didn't break. I know nothing. All natty. All natty.
In the words of Nate Diaz, everybody's on steroids.
You think that Nate... Do you really think that the Diaz brothers were on shit?
I don't know if the Diaz brothers were on something.
That's hard.
If they were on anything, it was something for cardio.
Yeah.
But because their cardio is crazy, right? If they were on anything, it was for that. But I will say, when Nate Diaz said that, it was just like, eh. But realistically, now, knowing what I know now, I would believe anybody who is paid to look good, anybody who's a professional athlete, might probably be on steroids. And I don't even see a problem with it, especially when it comes to MMA. If everybody's on steroids, then everybody's on steroids, bro. I don't see it as a disadvantage.
Listen here, guys. I've already made my decision. I got my pro card with the IFBB Natty. I'm going to do my first show Natty.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see how that pans out.
Yeah, because honestly, like, I guess it could translate over to like bodybuilding and stuff, right? Because to me, like, I don't watch a lot of this stuff, but I watch MMA. And when it comes to MMA, I'm like, hey, if everybody's taking steroids and you take steroids, then I don't really think you're cheating because you're doing what everybody else is doing. So whenever people say like, oh, John Jones isn't the GOAT because he got popped for some picogram or whatever, I don't really care because I don't consider steroids cheating at all.
All right. Okay.
When it comes to MMA.
Do you know that the only reason why I even considered taking tests in my mid-20s was because of Alistair?
Alistair Overeem? With the horse meat?
Bro.
Yo, Overeem was something else, bro.
Bro, when he first dropped in the UFC, I was like, oh, I need some tests.
And he was on the scale getting weighed, and he's like, and
the ring chick was just like eyes on him. Her eyes off him.
He's just jacked, bro. Overeem had one of
sickest bodies in the UFC.
Bro, top 5 physiques pre-USADA, bro. Oh my god, that was crazy, bro. He was super jacked. They're like, what do you do? Oh, horse meat, whatever. Shut the fuck up, like.
Luis, when I tell you that it took everything in me
to not hit up the guy from the locker room, like, hey, yo, what you got on my test?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's like, crazy.
The demolition man was like, God, bro.
Crazy.
Okay, hey.
To answer questions about who took steroids in front of television cameras will not solve the problem.
Experts say the media coverage and stigma around steroids, that it's cheating, it's dishonorable, Well, it's pushed the whole industry underground, which means less research and less support for people trying to quit.
What our kids are getting was designed at best for use in horses and pigs and cattle.
Taylor's knowledge of anabolic steroids prior to his uses was probably slim to none.
Don's brother, Taylor, turned to steroids when he was encouraged to put on muscle mass for the high school baseball team in 2003.
Not only was Taylor getting the acne and the puffy cheeks and that sort of thing, but Taylor was experiencing emotional outbursts. Taylor became very angry. And, just within the flip of a switch, he would become depressed. After seeing his psychiatrist, the recommendation from the doctor was to quit cold turkey. So, this throws the body obviously into a big hormone imbalance, which can lead to depression. He took his life just after his 17th birthday. If there were more information on anabolic steroids that my brother would have gotten, would he be here today? And the answer, I believe, is yes.
As a result of doing steroids, I need testosterone replacement therapy, but it's uncertain, and this has always been my biggest fear, of whether or not I would need that for the rest of my life. I don't know yet.
Since quitting steroids, Diego's finally found a doctor who can help get his hormone levels back to normal.
First of all, Diego, like, I don't mean to be a dick, brother, but you know that the cameras are on you, and that's all that you're pushing?
For real, bro. I didn't even check. What are they, like 35s, 45s? What are they?
There's no way that those are 45s. Probably 35s, 30s.
Oh.
Like, come on, D. That's probably why you're not seeing any results. You're already on the TRT. It's like how Greg says. You're not pushing harder than last time, brother.
Dang, bro.
All right, let's continue.
Hey, yo, Greg do sit on natty, bro. Straight up.
Well,
I still don't have an exact answer of what I'm gonna need. Just a better, clearer picture and a pathway to like, okay, you're getting better. I'm nowhere near as depressed as I used to be. I'm not depressed. Like, I don't have the anxiety that I did.
Nowadays, Diego's channeled his passion for fitness in a different way, blogging for Men's Health and working at a physical therapy rehab center.
My relationship to fitness has went from being obsessive about the way that I look and see myself to a much healthier one that's focused on health and feeling good. Physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, all that good stuff. I don't think I would ever...
Okay, low-key, I want to incorporate more of that into this channel, to be honest. I know a lot of you guys watch me for the weight training techniques, nutrition occasionally, but I want to dive deeper into the health field. That makes more sense.
Cool.
Like stretching, mobility, mental health regarding body composition, maybe some diabetes prevention type of content.
Yeah.
One
of the things that's kind of always fascinated me about the fitness industry is how for a long time I didn't consider the opposite of anorexia. So like we heard about anorexia and it was just like, oh yeah, these people think that they're too fat when in reality they're like super skinny to the point where it gets scary. And then there's like the other side of it where people think they're too small and they need to work out more and take more shit to get, what do they call it? Bigorexia or some shit?
No, it's body dysmorphia.
Well, yeah, body dysmorphia is kind of like a... I think bigorexia is a term. It might be an unofficial term, but I think bigorexia is a term.
You know what? I wasn't planning on doing a second video, but after this other video, I want to show.
Bigorexia is a term. Yeah.
What is bigorexia?
Yeah. But yeah, so people think they're too small and they need to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that might, it messes with your head, and you might start taking a bunch of trend before reading all the Reddit subthreads or the Reddit threads. But yeah, that's unfortunate. for those two gentlemen.
Never use steroids again. I don't think any of that was worth it. It was not worth the depression, the anxiety, the lacklusterness I felt in life, loss of meaning, confusion, everything all piled into one. It wasn't worth it at all.
Pause.
Yes, boys can have eating disorders. Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Alright. So, when do you think it's okay to take steroids? Do you think it's ever okay?
I do think it's okay to take steroids, actually.
Okay.
I do think it's okay to take steroids because if you are a grown adult and you understand the risks and you understand the risk to reward ratio, and you want to make that decision for yourself, I think it's fine. However, I would say that the people who should, or maybe not should, but the people who have more of a reason to take steroids, again, are people who are paid to look good. Like, say, you're on the cover of Muscle and Fitness, or you're some kind of like you make your living based off of your image of your body. You're some kind of model. You know, you're some kind of like Mr. Olympia type stuff. Like, or if you're a professional athlete, I get that they want to keep the sports clean, right? But when you kind of dive deeper into how these agencies test and what they test for and this, that, and the other, you come to realize that a lot of people may not fail drug tests, but they're still taking drugs.
Drug tested doesn't mean drug free.
Yeah, so to me, it's like, well, you can give people tests and they'll pass them even though they are taking performance enhancers. So if they're getting away with it, why should this other person be natty and be underperforming compared to this other person? So that's why I think if you're in professional sports, if you are, paid to look good, stuff like that. Like, I know actors take steroids all the time to get ready for movie roles and stuff. So I think if you make your living off of looking good and you know the risks and the benefits or whatever, and you want to take it, then go ahead. I don't think I would tell anybody to ever take steroids because of the adverse health effects. I would never promote that to somebody, but if they were going to take that as their own like decision as an adult, I would say do what you want.
Here's my thing, and I see this a lot. The youngsters that start to take the SARMs, maybe they'll dabble and test. They'll do it for an extended period of time, right? And then when they get off it, they're never the same.
Yeah, that's why I would say like normal people should probably not take steroids. Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to accomplish? So not unless you're doing what Louise was saying, if it's not your profession.
Yeah.
Then I would suggest that you dial it back, try to do it the natural way.
Yeah, and if there's some sort of problem that you think you might have, you can always get tested by a doctor and stuff and see if like that guy said, he went to a doctor when he was 17 and he had the testosterone of a 40-year-old man. If that's true or not, I don't know, right? But I think if you're in the young ages, if you're 20, if you're under 30, honestly, you should probably go to the doctor first to get things checked out before you start taking anything, and then you can make a decision. But yeah, I mean, if you're paid to look good, I guess do what you want. And I mean, even if you're not, even if you're just regular Joe Schmo and you just want to look jacked, I mean, if you're an adult, you're an adult. I mean, who can tell you what to do, right? But I wouldn't recommend it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it, brother. Probably gonna show you another video that I want you to check out. But that's it for this video. I'll have the link to this video in the description box below, and you could go to the channel and check it out. I believe it was conducted by MSNBC.
This next video isn't going to be about 80s dance competitions.
Nah.
Those were awesome, though. Yeah. All right. Well, catch you guys later then.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe for the algorithm. This has been Louise. We'll see you in the next video, which will be coming up soon. Peace.
John, say bye to the subscribers.
Bye.
No, I said say bye to them.
Oh, bye.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe now.
Yeah, that's right. You heard it.